Welcome to Mainland Television Regional News. I'm Graham O'Brien and today's news: dinners go cold for some, retro ride fun, school league cross country and musical weekend coming up, plus more. A thunderstorm on Monday evening hit areas across the region from Golden Bay, Motueka and through to Nelson beginning late afternoon. Around the same time, a power outage left 843 Richmond residents without power. However, after 45 minutes, Network Tasman had solved the problem and fixed the fault so that people without any other means of cooking could finish making their evening meals. Network Tasman CEO Wayne Mackay told Mainland News that the problem had been caused through an oil switch failure in a Gladstone Road transformer, which Network Tasman workers fixed. Winds at the time were reported as reaching 54 km an hour and up as high as 67 km an hour in some coastal regions, with rainfall of 10.8mm in Nelson and 12.7 in Stoke. Although the sun managed to come out through Tuesday mid-morning, people should not be complacent as the spate of bad weather is predicted to continue through until Thursday. Last Sunday's retro ride was a big hit despite being postponed the first time round due to weather, and now falling on Mother's Day and competing with the Women's Heart Foundation's Fun Run. Folks brought out some old bikes, some new bikes and dressed themselves and their bikes up for the occasion. I caught up with Will Andrews from Bicycle Nelson Bays, who organised the event, and some of the people who just wanted to get out with those that share that love of biking about. Will, you got a great day for your retro fun ride today. Can you tell us a little bit more about the event?
Well, it's an easy 10k cruise around our beautiful bike paths here in Stoke, Graham. We've got loads of kids turning up here, families, everybody's in a little bit of costume, and it's just about having some fun, enjoying the beautiful Nelson sunshine and our lovely bike paths here that we have. Cycling's hugely popular in Nelson, so people like to get out, get in a bit of costume and enjoy the bike paths. We're going down through Stoke, along by the beautiful coast, and then back in through the Railway Reserve. So it's going to be a lovely little loop for families today.
Yeah, sure is, especially that bike path along there is beautiful. Do you think Nelson's quite unique in having like a retro side of their bike community?
Well, we're not quite up there with the likes of the steampunkers in Oamaru that you hear about and everything, but and it's not obligatory to be in costume today. We're just people are rolling up, having a little bit of fun on their regular bikes. And last year we had the first retro ride 2 years ago, and the winner was actually a guy who'd restored his 1970s bike. So it's not all Edwardian tweed. We've got a huge variety of stuff happening here, Graham. It's great.
Sure. Oh, it'd be a great day, and you couldn't wish for best. Bring Mum along for a ride.
Well, that's the idea, yeah. The Honest Lawyer have been amazing hosting us here, and it'd be great to bring Mum along. If people buy her a bit of lunch afterwards in the Honest Lawyer. I think they're very busy, but they'd appreciate it, so it's good.
Excellent. Well, thanks very much for organising this, and we'll see all the bikes later on.
Yeah, thanks, Graham.
So what brought you down on Mother's Day?
Mothers. Celebrating mothers. Yes. One mother, two mother, someone who's got many mothers, and dressing up. Yeah.
It's a fantastic event, isn't it? Perfect weather for it today.
The weather's fantastic. And it was a postponed one, so we were waiting for today. It was destiny.
Hey, look, it's a real interesting bike you've got there. Can you tell us a little bit more about it?
This is a 2015 Norco 125 jump bike. Wow. Pretty new bike. I got it from the cycle shop in Richmond here. It's used for sort of BMXing, dirt jumps, really smooth, and I love it a lot. Yeah. 26-inch wheels. Everything runs really nice at the moment, and no problems with it. And I've been up Crankworks, as I can show on my shirt, and everyone rides some of these bikes around and talked to them and said they really enjoy it. So really good bike, actually.
Fantastic. How did you get to buy it? Did you get it for a Christmas present or something?
I got a little job and I saved up my money myself, and I had an eye on it, and then just went to the bike shop, told them about it, had a few test rides on it, and then slowly kept on saving up and slowly earned it in the end.
You got the great tandem bike here with the sound system on the back. How do you find the tandem around town? You get much use out of it?
Oh, we get a lot of use out of the tandem. I do a bit of mountain biking, and my wife found it rather hard to keep up with me, so this way I can keep her right behind me all the time.
And how do you feel being on the back? Is it all right giving away all that control?
It is actually. I don't find it a problem at all, and it's fun, and you get to communicate with each other and talk about things as you're going past, so it's really great on that aspect as far as togetherness goes, so it's good.
That's fantastic. And we see there's a few tandems here today. You think you're going to start a bit of a tandem club?
Well, we've talked a couple of people already into them to let them know that if somebody's a better rider than the other, it still has fun as a group going out somewhere.
Hey, so what inspired you to come along today on this beautiful sunny day?
Well, I like to get dressed off, and I'm a born show-off.
Well, you're looking real good, that's for sure.
You're just saying that because you mean it.
And how do you like your scooter? You use it a lot around town?
Yeah, I scooter to work every day and I scooter back, so 5 Ks each way, and then at work I ride about in an electric assisted push bike.
That's fantastic.
It's the only way to do it, only way to travel, a way of life.
And we've got the perfect environment for doing it around here, haven't we?
Yep, we're very, very blessed, fantastic climate, quite a good infrastructure, nice wide roads. The drivers are quite courteous. It's a great place to be a cyclist.
No great white butterfly infestations have been found so far within the region this autumn, according to the Department of Conservation, but it is asking Nelson residents to keep a lookout for the pest over winter. Autumn is a peak time for butterfly breeding, but DOC Great White Butterfly Project Manager Michael Shepherd said that there have not been any detections for nearly 5 months. Butterfly activity is reduced during winter, so DOC is scaling down its garden searches. They are asking the public to still keep a lookout over winter, as some caterpillars and eggs may turn up on winter brassica vegetable crops. DOC is also asking gardeners to consider planting winter cover crops that don't attract the pest. Anyone finding great white butterflies, their eggs, caterpillars or pupae are asked to report it by calling the Ministry for Primary Industries hotline. The school's league cross country has gone from strength to strength, with 30 competitors 10 years ago to a record 349 for the 10th anniversary of the event. There are 4 races to be held in total around the region for the month of May. I managed to catch up with a very busy organiser, Dave Dixon, to tell us a bit more about the event and a few of the stoked winners. Dave, that was a fantastic turnout. The kids look like they're having so much fun. Can you tell us a little bit more about the events that you've been running?
Oh, well, this is the biggest one that we put on. This has been going for 10 years now, and it started off quite small, but it's just grown huge. And we just welcome anyone at school or preschool or even homeschool, just come along and get involved, and it's just grown.
And there's more events like these happening in the month of May, I understand?
Yeah, traditionally I put this on in May, which coincides with what the schools are doing anyway with their own cross country.
They've certainly gone leaps and bounds, haven't they? They just love doing it.
Well, what I try and do is to make the course as much fun as possible. If you ask the kids to run around the outside of a soccer field, they'll get bored and they'll start walking. But when they go up around the trees, through the ditches, in the mud, the water, they just keep going and they forget they're actually running hard.
Oh, it's fantastic. It's great to watch, and thanks very much for doing it for the community, and we look forward to the next few events.
No, it's a great pleasure. Thank you.
Nick, you won the Year 6 boys. How are you feeling?
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was really practicing and I almost got close to being first.
But you got the first
Yeah,
Year 6?
and I'm just happy I got first Year 6.
Great, excellent. And how much do you train, do you think? Every day, every week?
Probably about 3 times a week, including rugby training, and at school we do it too, for Road Dixon.
And have you been running in all the races or just this one?
I did the last one and I've done the last 2 years, so I've done a lot.
And is this the first time you've won?
No, I've been a lot last year, yeah.
Okay, we've got the winners for the girls here. Can you tell us your name and what year you're from?
My name's Iris Meffin and I'm Year 5.
Right.
My name's Sinead Toms and I'm Year 4.
Right.
My name's Rebecca Hafler and I'm Year 6.
Excellent, you guys are all winners for today. Is this the first time you've run in the races?
Well, I've won a couple of times.
Nice, how about you?
This is my second time.
Nice, to be a winner?
Yeah.
Wow.
Same with Iris, I've won a couple of times.
Nice. And do you guys do much training during the week? Do you do much running?
Well, no, not really. We do a lot of running at school.
Wow, good. And how about you?
I sometimes run around the block and do lots of training at school.
Right, yes.
There's a program going on at school, and yeah, we train pretty much every day except for Friday, so yeah.
Guys, that's fantastic. Well done. And maybe you can just tell us which school you're from, just to make sure.
I'm from Hampden Street School.
Right.
I'm from Henley School. I'm from Hampden Street School.
Excellent. Thanks, guys. Next race is Saturday the 16th of May at Rabbit Island. Now some bands are part of the 3,000 young people that will compete over 3 months in 24 towns in New Zealand's only nationwide, live, all-original youth music competition. This Saturday night, the Theatre Royale will once again be the venue for the region's music heats to find the best from the region to go through to the regional final. Chrissy Small caught up with Smoke Free Rock Quest Nelson's host for the night, Dan Kendrick, to find out more.
Dan Kendrick, Smoke Free Rock Quest is coming up this Saturday night here in Nelson. Now this is just a heat for the locals?
Yes, it is indeed, but it's the biggest heat we've had in several years. We've got 40 bands, well 40 acts.
Oh yeah. Wow, and how many schools?
About a dozen, a dozen, 13. We even had an entry from Murchison Area School this year, which we've never had before.
Oh, that's really exciting. Look, the last few years we've seen some great talent come through these from our schools, haven't we?
Oh, we have, yeah. I mean, look at Broods,
you
know, done pretty well.
That's right, exactly. And look, you know, they of course began as the peasants and have gone on to great things. They're not the only ones though in Smoke Free that have done that same kind of, I don't know, what do you say, famous and overseas, not just in New Zealand?
No, of course, no, there's been Runga, Anika Moa, but the list goes on.
Yeah, Kimbra.
Kimbra, of course.
Lady Hawk, you know.
Lady Hawk,
yeah, it's interesting because a lot of these people have made it more so overseas than they have here.
Yeah, I think in some ways, without trying to sound cynical, New Zealand doesn't embrace New Zealand talent quite as much as abroad.
Is that because radio has been really slow on the uptake? Of course, they have rules now that they have to have a certain quota, or it's a voluntary quota, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But I think it's also mainly population. We're so small and so remote that in order to really make your career viable, you need to head to the Northern Hemisphere in particular.
Right. So it pays to, you know, poor old musicians, so they have a tough time. I mean, when you think about it, a record company looks at someone who's young, vibrant and talented. And you know, us oldies, of course, we see all our lives perfecting our craft and we get really good, but we become too old.
Then it becomes too late.
So Smoke Free is a way of inspiring the young people to get ahead and get on that roller coaster ride, I guess.
Absolutely, yeah. And I also, for me personally, what's really important is giving them an opportunity where otherwise they might not have one, because like me, when I was at school, if Smoke Free Rock Quest was there when I was at school, it would have encouraged me to stay in school, because, you know, music was a passion for me back then, and there just wasn't the encouragement at my school anyway.
Right, and of course now people of our age are out there in the schools working with the kids. So of course we are seeing that talent come through, but in other ways.
Yeah, definitely. And the teachers play a really vital role, you know, the teachers that get in behind and get the students performing and entering Smoke Free Rock Quest. Without them, it would be a lot harder.
Right. Now, Dan, Saturday.
Yes.
How do people come along? What time do they need to be here? Do they have to buy tickets?
There are tickets available at the box office or through Ticket Direct. Show starts at 6 o'clock, and I anticipate it finishing at about 10:30 because of the 40 acts entered.
Yeah, it's going to be a long one.
It will be a long one, but it'll be a really good one. Lots of fun. But I encourage people to book in advance, because we always seem to sell out here in Nelson.
Yeah, I can imagine. And of course, you know, we're just down to the poor old Theatre Royal. Yeah, maybe it's going to grow, and by the time it grows bigger, we'll have a Trafalgar Centre back.
Yes, hopefully.
A fundraiser for local musician Susie Frey is underway, with some big local acts taking part. Chrissy Small caught up with Pete Rainey to talk about this upcoming event.
Of course, we've got a fundraiser coming up for Susie Frey. Tell me a bit about what's going on for that evening and how people can get involved, how they can help Susie attain her goal, or financial goal, to get to Germany for her treatment.
Well, thanks, Chrissy. I mean, a lot of us in the Nelson music community were very shocked and saddened to hear that Susie wasn't well, and she's facing a big a big challenge, and one of the ways that she can help meet that challenge is to get some financial support. And of course, Nelson musicians can do that in a really good way by playing music. So we felt it was a good idea to get a night together. And here at the Theatre Royal, they've really helped us out with providing the venue, and we've got a great lineup of musicians. And all it needs now is the Nelson community to say, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. We'll come along and buy a ticket and come to the event.
Great. Look, of course, there'll be a number of good acts. Well, they're all good acts, but I believe that the Johnnies themselves could make an appearance.
Well, yeah, and we're thrilled about that because originally Susie was actually going to be travelling to Germany at that time, but she's leaving a couple of days later. So at this stage, we're pretty certain that the Johnnies are going to be able to perform, which is going to be special, and I'm quite sure an emotional moment for a lot of people. So I do urge Nelsonians to come along, buy a ticket, bring a bit of cash, because there'll be ways of spending more money on the night that we'd like to support Susie with.
Yeah, and of course this is going to be quite a great occasion for Susie. She's going to be probably quite overwhelmed, so this is a great time for people to come and show their support and celebrate
Well, that's absolutely right, Christy. This is a concert of celebration and of the joy that Susie brings to life, and I know she does because she's such an exuberant person. And look, it's just going to be a great fun night, and that's what we're going to have. Is a lot of fun. So yeah, come along. I hope they do.
Okay. So what is the date?
It's this coming Friday, which is the 15th of May. Doors open here at the theatre at 7 o'clock, and the show starts at 8. It'll probably be about 3 hours. It's going to be a lot of fun.
After the break, we'll bring you the latest weather update and some events and happenings coming up from around the region.
I'm Francis from Nelson Auto Glass. We repair all auto glass, stone chips, windscreen replacements, scratch removal.
If you have an auto glass issue, our team will sort it.
Nelson Auto Glass Specialists, 84 Vanguard Street, Nelson.
Hi everyone, I'm Malcolm Harris from The Facilitators. We now look after sales for mainland TV, radio, Sky and online. New Zealand On Air's latest Colmar Brunton survey confirms mainland's large multimedia audience. If you're in business or want to put a message out to everyone in the Nelson Tasman region, plus nationwide on Sky or worldwide online, please give me a call or see our website at www.mainlandtv.nz.
We're the team at Jaycar, right here in Nelson, 120 Hardy Street. Our shop is full of electronic items,
including security alarm systems, electronic components,
solar and power,
electronics toys,
sound systems, cables and much more.
Jaycar, 120 Hardy Street, Nelson.
World War I was a defining period in our history, impacting greatly on the lives of people from the Nelson province. Memories of the First World War is an exhibition which will be displayed in a number of regional venues and is currently on at the Nelson Provincial Museum.
Discover the Belgrove Tavern, just 20 minutes south of Richmond on State Highway 6. A restaurant, functions, weddings, barbecue, garden bar with lots of room for kids. Come in, see us.
Crafternoon sessions are being held at Nelson Library every Wednesday from 4 to 5 p.m. till June 3rd for 12 to 15-year-olds. There is a variety of materials to use and the subject is hearts. This is a free event and numbers are limited. For more information, please contact the Nelson Library. Forest and Bird are having a potluck dinner from 6 p.m. and a talk by Golden Bay botanist Philip Simpson on his book Tautora from 7:30 p.m. Wednesday 13th at Te Hunanui School. On behalf of the team here at Mainland Television News, thank you for joining us, and we'll bring you the latest news and events from around the region again tomorrow.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.
Hi there, this is Paul Ego from the 2 Degrees Comedy Convoy, and you are watching Mainland TV, unless you're on an island out in the Sounds, in which case you're probably just watching some rocks and a seagull defecating on a raft.
Hi, my name's Ian Mortimer. Mortimer Auto Upholstery is your one-stop shop for all your upholstery needs. We do car and boat interiors, boat canopies, ute tonne covers, canvas and PVC fabrication. Call in and see us in Oxford Mews, 72 Oxford Street, Richmond.
Are you looking for a scooter, walker, wheelchair, baby seats or pushchairs? Then come in and see the Nelson Region Specialist at Mobility for You, 269 Queen Street, Richmond, opposite the library. We have a huge selection of scooters, walkers, wheelchairs and accessories, along with a free booklet guide. We also provide a breakdown service if you ever get a puncture or a flat battery. We have fully equipped service vans to rescue you. Hi, I'm Robin Jordan, and I invite you to call in and see the friendly team at Mobility for You, 269 Queen Street, Richmond, opposite the library.
Why would you want to pay as much as $1,000 for a single bed mattress when you can buy a high quality locally made mattress like this for as little as $220? And a queen size mattress could cost you in excess of $3,000, but at Nelson Beds you could have a mattress like this as low as $425. So why would you go out and spend a fortune on your child's bedroom when you can come to Nelson Beds and buy a complete single mattress and base set, a 7-drawer Scotch chest, a headboard and a 3-drawer bedside cabinet for as little as $979? So call and discuss our custom manufacturing options and local after sales service at Nelson Beds, Nelson's only bedding manufacturer.
Rats, stoats and possums are killing our native birds and reptiles. You can stop this tragedy.
The Brookway Marama Sanctuary is building a pest-proof fence which will allow native wildlife to flourish and spread into our lives.
Help us preserve our native wildlife.
Your support is needed now. You can personally or as a group sponsor a fence post for as little as $100, including the legacy of a personalised plaque.
Go to thebrooksanctuary.org or give us a call.
And be part of this exciting community project.
The Brookway Marama Sanctuary, returning nature to the Nelson region.
Down and start tearing it. I feel tired.
Social networking is all the rage on the internet, and millions of people all over the world visit one of the many social media sites every day, like Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. A new social network that allows you to get paid for posting pictures. This platform brings e-commerce and social media together in one place and makes it possible to make money by sharing your content online. The system is very simple to use, whether you log into the website or use the mobile app. How does it work? The website works very much like any other social media with a twist. You can earn money from the content you share. You can increase the opportunity of making additional income by connecting your other social media sites like Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. All you need to do is learn 3 simple steps. Snap it, tag it, and share it. Sign up today, http:// kiwi1.igrowtour.com.